a social network, and it's free. I just need everyone to wrap their head around what I'm saying here. It's free when you post it. Of course you can run ads, but the story he's telling right now, it's free. This era that we're in is going to go away. And everybody here who's been listening, you know, when you just said, where were you? I was fucking here.
You were there.
I don't know what the fuck you were doing, but I think a lot of people know I've been on this shit for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I've been very consistent. I wrote Crush It in 2008.
Yep.
Right? It came out in 2009. We're talking about 17 years ago.
Wow.
I've been, you know, if that made some of you feel old, trust me, I get it. So I've been here. This era will go away. The phone that a lot of you are holding right now is going to look ancient in a decade. We are literally within the decade of glasses or something else circumventing the phone. Once the phone does not become the primary device, the social networks and the feeds don't work the same. When the printing press was the most important, the people that wrote books and newspapers won. When the radio became the most important, the people that spoke in it and were listened to became the device. Then a television came along and completely changed our society. This social network moment is incredibly important for us. Unlike every other medium, there were gatekeepers and very heavy expenses to have big moments. Now all of us with our phone in there for free can change the course of our life, our business, our passions. You know, I could literally end this talk right now on this rant. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart, the only agenda I have to get across to everybody here, regardless if you're the biggest fan of me and have consumed me for 15 years, or you have no idea who I am right now as you sit here, is for all of you to understand how significant the opportunity is in front of us to take advantage of the last 5 or 6 years of this window that has created a level of democracy and meritocracy around opportunity that has never in the history of the world been accessible to a human being. I could not implore you, and for most of you, if not all of you, social has been around for long enough that you're taking it for granted. You're taking it for granted, and just like what you just felt, a lot of you've been posting for a long time and the thing hasn't happened. And that's because you just might suck at it. But what's cool about being sucky at something is all of you sucked at walking.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't walk, and then you learned.
Yeah.
And so the reason I've been doing what I'm doing and continue to be passionate about this is I know that once people in this audience get over their insecurities of worrying about people leaving negative comments or being insecure that they only get 7 views and they think that's bad, or all the normal things that humans go through in their journey of getting to actual self-esteem and comfort and self-love, once they get over that hump, which more than half of this room has not gotten over yet, then you get into the second part, which is the tactics. The reason I wrote my last book, Day Trading Attention, was I went very deep into the tactics. Thank you. And so, you know, look, I really don't know how else to say this other than if you do not attack the free social network, and I mean all of them. Another issue here is for some of the people that are winning, they're only winning on TikTok or Instagram. And I will tell you right now, the most important platform for me of the last month, for me and my team, is Facebook proper. Classic Facebook. So I think most people here are not on enough platforms. And definitely most people here don't take the thumbnail, the first 3 seconds, the copy, the strategies, the real skills of actually getting your video to get 500,000 views instead of 49. But all roads, politically, socially, and definitely in business and marketing, all roads, what's today's date, the 13th, 17th, what's today, 12th?
12.
All roads on March 12th, 2025 lead to social media organic content. Organic, not paid. all roads lead there, and regardless of what you want to accomplish in this room, every person, sell something, get clients, become famous, or something much more noble, raise a couple bucks for your PTA, win local office because you want to fix the pothole on Main Street, be a better father or mother, all roads lead to this distribution platform, and I could not implore all of you to get more fucking serious about it. Thank you.
Okay, so you just said something that's very unique. So obviously, the social platforms have been around we're coming on 20, 25 years. They've really been around. You just said that in the last, let's say the next, there's a crystal ball, but within 10 years, that you think this whole thing is going to change on its face, basically.
I do.
So we're on you're saying we're on the back half and on the way down of the hill on social media. It's not the growth of it, but it going away and changing something else.
Look, I get a lot of credit for predicting things. I don't predict things. I just am always on it, and then I talk about it, right? For example, right now, how many people here sell something physical? Can you make some noise? Just make some noise so I can say. So every person that raised their hand and made some noise, every one of them should be paying attention to live social shopping. TikTok Shop, Whatnot, Fanatics Live, eBay Live. Like, that is not me predicting. Whatnot's doing $3 billion in gross sales on the platform. Most people here have no idea who the fuck Whatnot or Whatnot is. $3 billion. So I'm not predicting that live social shopping is happening. It's already happened. It's been happened in China for 10 years. And whether you sell t-shirts or vitamins or bikinis or sneakers or banana chips, you should be really focusing on live social shopping because it's the next frontier of opportunity over the next 36 to 48 months, and first mover advantage really matters. I can promise you, like you, a lot of people here wish they got more serious about TikTok when I was yelling at the top of my lungs in 2017. I'm sure of it. So I'm not, I don't like to predict. I like to move fast when shit's happening. But it is very clear to me that Meta, Facebook Inc., has a major agenda to get us off the phone and onto their device. And they are hot committed to these glasses. I also have the luxury to have witnessed future forms of the glasses by going out there and playing with it. It is very clear to me that whether it's them or Apple or Google or Microsoft or a Chinese company, that we are only going in one direction in technology. Innovation continues to happen. I'm sure a lot of you are thinking about how AI might hurt you. Let me just remind you, technology is undefeated. It's undefeated. When the car was being made, the guy that owned 30,000 horses made fun of the car and said it wouldn't work. Not because he was dumb, but because he had financial vested interest in the car not winning.
Yeah.
A lot of people here are making decisions about things because it isn't what they want to be happening. The only reason I think I've been successful in business is I know that business doesn't give a fuck about my feelings. So, I don't want to predict, but I think it's unlikely that in 10 years that the mobile device, the way we know it, is as primary as it is right this nanosecond. And if that's true, the way social plays is going to be different. And that's where AR and VR and other things that are booming that we've heard about for a long time start to become serious. So, yeah, I guess for me, none of us know, but what we all know is that every day, businesses and humans are going viral at scale, and it's changing their outcomes. Or if you don't even go viral, if you're just good at it, your business or your financial impact goes up by 20 or 30% because you're good at it, and that's good too. So I just want people to take it more serious.
When I was watching recently a video you were making on content, imagine that, and you talked about something that I said, man, I want to ask you about this. You were talking about, you were having a conversation about AI.
Yes.
And you said people are going to regret not building their brand as AI is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you were tying AI and what's going to do into you needing to make sure you have built your brand. What's the connection between those two?
The connection there is AI is, I'm gonna stand up for this because I got excited. AI is so fucking big that it's like almost hard to like break it down. Like whatever the fuck you think it is, it's crazier. The speed in which AI is gonna really affect our lives is substantial. Let me give you an example. AI getting really strong and voice devices are gonna really confuse people. For example, the Alexa in your home, and I know a lot of people like shut it off because they're like, it's spying on me. I'm like, that's fine. Like Jeff Bezos doesn't give that much fucks about you, by the way. But I think that when you come home, and like this is the world I see. When you walk into your kitchen and you're like, Alexa, my son is having a sleepover tonight. 3 friends are coming over. One's lactose intolerant, one's gluten-free. 2 of them love spicy food, and 1 kid is Persian, and I'd love for him to feel at home. Can you please order dinner for all of us? We're gonna eat at 7:30 tonight. Thanks. When that then takes that and orders from 4 different places and delivers you a perfect meal in what I just said, for real, you have to understand, then in that scenario, Amazon has all the leverage because it's gonna decide where that sale is gonna go. That's called not having brand. Alexa, can you send me a pizza tonight? I have 20 people over. That's different than, Alexa, send me Pizza Hut tonight. I've got 20 people. Got it?
Yeah.
We are going into a place where all that's been happening over the last forever, but accelerating the last 30, 40 years is we choose convenience over everything. There are people here that are fucking broke ordering fucking $28 bagels on fucking Seamless. That's how much we give a shit about convenience. Even when we can't afford stuff, we'll pay for time. AI is gonna make everything convenient. You're gonna have AI agents shop for you in the background. Like, you have no idea how big this is gonna be. And so if you're not a brand, the human is not gonna choose you, you're gonna choose it generically. You're gonna talk and make decisions based on general principles. I need sneakers versus I need Reeboks. I need pizza versus Pizza Hut. I need business advice versus I need business advice from Gary Vee. Brand is the only thing left in a world of technology at scale. And that's what's gonna happen.
Wow. So, in that example there, what you're saying is because when you put that example of AI, if they don't know your brand, but you're basically leaving it up to whoever, let's example, Amazon, to decide.
Whoever sits in the middle, whoever's the toll booth wins, right? Seamless comes in and now it has leverage. Uber Eats has leverage. You're not ordering direct from the restaurant, because we all remember, if you're over 40, you remember like literally having a menu in your fucking kitchen drawer, getting the phone number, calling the fucking place. Kids, it was wild. Now we love an Uber Eats or a Seamless that's so much faster. That's gonna feel in 15 years the way it felt to call a restaurant and stay on hold, because AI is gonna do it for you in a way that's good. We're gonna be so connected, you're gonna be wearing devices of your health. The fucking device is gonna order you food based on how you're feeling that minute. Friends, you're fucking robots, you just don't realize it yet. I'm being dead serious, brother. In 15 years, I believe most of us will be wearing some form of health device, and that device is gonna order us dinner, not us. And we're gonna love it.
Wow.
So what happens in that sense? You're not making the fucking choice. You're not deciding to go to fucking Luigi's tonight and get pasta. But if you love Luigi's enough, or you give a fuck enough, you will override. We still are not like completely helpless to this technology. But I don't think people realize how few things they give a shit about. And that is going to play out, and that is where all the opportunity and all the vulnerability is, as all of you game plan for the next 10 years.
So on that note, I mean the crowd is like dead silence. Like,
well, people are like, fuck, what the fuck? They're like, Gary, are the robots gonna kill my kids? Yeah, motherfucker. Better be ready.
So in that example there, let's